My name is Ben Branson. I'm the founder of Seedlip. We are a nature company that make drinks that are non-alcoholic. So when you don't want to drink alcohol for whatever reason, you get something that's adult and tasty and a bit more grown up than a orange juice or fizzy water. Comes from my family's background, really. Farming family. We've been farming for 320 years up in the north of England. Mum in farming, dad in design. I've sort of brought the two together and made these distilled non-alcoholic spirits that we launched just over 5 years ago. So I started in my kitchen and I made 1,000 bottles. I had no idea what was going to happen, but I was distilling, labeling, delivering, invoicing. We launched in Selfridges and we sold those first 1,000 bottles in 3 weeks. And it takes us, it takes 6 weeks to make a batch. It uses real great ingredients that we get from our network of farmers all over the world. So it's not quick and cheap to make, and therefore I made another batch eventually that sold out in 2.5 days. And suddenly, I heard from 100 countries. We got into the Fat Duck and the Savoy and all these amazing bars and restaurants. And it's just been, it's been an amazing kind of journey. We've now sold in 40 countries. Seedlip's there for people who, they might be driving, they might be pregnant, they might not be able to actually drink alcohol. It's also there for people who are maybe having a night off, a Monday, Tuesday, midweek night. Business lunches, aren't the same as they were. And for people who are, I guess, male, female, 25 years plus, that live a pretty active life and want to make sure that they can, I guess, do everything they want to do and appreciate great flavor and well-made products. Planted in the city is about as ideal for Seedlip as it goes from a partnership perspective, and the Sleeping in Nature exhibition and having a cabin that, being a farming boy from the countryside, seeing a kind of what you would expect to see in the woodlands or on the hills, slap bang in the middle of London, I think is a brilliant contrast and speaks brilliantly to the tensions that there are between, nature, the natural world, man-made, cities, urbanization, pollution, etc. And so to have our Seedlip bar right there and nice and prominent, is just a great space for us to be in, to be able to connect with people. At Seedlip, we are sourcing over 18 different herbs, spices, citrus peels from our network of farmers and growers all over the world. I went to Jamaica. I met our allspice farmer, Mr. Sherlock. We source single estate, highest grade allspice berries that we can get. And that connection of farmer to farmer, no matter where in the world, and that kind of, I guess, just focus on sourcing the best that we can find at the highest quality and making sure that it's done properly, I think is something that we set out to do right at the beginning. We were hand picking peas from my farm for the first 3 years while we could and while there was enough to pick. And without our ingredients, we can't make delicious non-alcoholic options. We kicked off a project a couple of years ago at Seedlip to look at gift packaging. And, how could we create some packaging that wasn't actually waste? And, within the gift packaging world, and certainly within drinks, there is a lot of waste in gift packaging. Expensive boxes, put together with lots of material, and therefore just way too much kind of energy consumption and packaging material used. We actually looked to nature, and, I kind of got a bit close to the concept of biomimicry about 15 years ago. Nature has all the answers, and we looked actually at who are nature's best recyclers, who is really good within the natural world at breaking things down, at not using more than is required, and also could help build really strong materials that could be used as a packaging material. the answer was mushrooms, and the actual material is their root system called mycelium. So this is a complex kind of web of fibers that, when molded together, create a really durable, hydrophobic actually, fire retardant material that's lightweight, durable, and decomposes in less than 40 days when it's broken down. So we made our gift packaging with the Magical Mushroom Company, and we grow it. We grow our gift packaging, and I just think in this day and age, it's really cool to be able to say that you grow your packaging. But when you look at that, the mycelium application, and it being taken forward into everything from coffins to handbags to shoes to scaffolding, I just think how incredible that something that we kind of take for granted, or that sits on, English breakfast plates, like mushrooms, could be the answer to getting rid of polystyrene, removing unnecessary plastic, and actually give consumers a great option that they can literally throw out into their garden with pride.